Hi, my name is Miranda Watson, and this is Speech 3 for CST 100. I'm sure all of us here have been to a fast food restaurant, and have you ever wondered why they needed the playgrounds and the Happy Meals and the things that are geared towards children, like the mascots? And I'm sure all of us have watched the commercials for places like McDonald's and wondered why they all show children, and they seem to be geared for children more instead of adults. All types of companies use marketing to children to gain profits, but food and beverage companies are some of the most common to use this technique. And targeting children with ads is wrong for many reasons, and this issue is something that parents and all people, whether they have children or not, should be aware of. According to a report in the New York Times in 2006, food companies spent $1.6 billion in marketing products, mostly soda, fast food, and cereal, to kids. The same year, fast food restaurants sold more than 1.2 billion kids' meals with choice. Today I'm going to make you aware of how these companies use children to make money, ways they target children with ads, and why they choose just targets, and why this is wrong. Companies have many different strategies to target children with advertisements, and usually we don't even realize what they're doing. Television ads are some of the most common that you'll see, commercials and things like that for fast food places and different things like that. And Happy Meals are a very big strategy, because if you ask a kid where they want to go to eat, of course they're going to want to go to the place that gives them the toys. Most of these places also have playgrounds, and usually you can see them from the street when you're riding by, and that's so that kids will see them and want to go there, and they just use those types of things to lure kids in. They also use mascots like Ronald McDonald to attract children, and makes it more kid friendly and a place that they'd want to go. And now I'm going to show you a video. This is from the movie Super Size Me, and it'll kind of show how ads and commercials and stuff really affect children.
Okay.
Who's that? You don't know?
George Washington.
Yeah, who is he?
He's the fourth president, frees the slaves, and he can never tell a lie.
Who's that?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. George W. Bush?
No, that's a good guess, though. Who is this?
I don't know. Oh, I forgot the name, but I think I know.
Yeah? Where have you seen her?
That picture's on the side. Wendy.
Nice. Who's that?
McDonald. Ronald McDonald.
Who is it?
McDonald.
What does he do?
Should have helped him to clock the cast like this stuff. You are Jerry, though. I love the pancakes and he brings every of his friends to McDonald's for a Happy Meal.
Where have you seen him?
On television, all the commercials. He's the character that made McDonald's. And he does a lot of funny stuff on the movie.
Okay, so as you can see in the video, most of the kids didn't know who Jesus was when they showed a picture, but they knew who Ronald McDonald and Wendy from Wendy's were. Most of them also didn't know who George Washington was, but they knew those characters. And that kind of shows how much of an influence these commercials and ads are having on children that watch these. So now that we've seen some of the ways that companies target the children, let's look at why they want a child as a customer rather than an adult. Companies would rather have ads appeal to children than adults, and I'm sure you're probably thinking, why would they want that when adults are the ones that have the money, and they're the ones that are going to spend the money on the products. They rely on children to ask their parents for the products. They know that if they can get the kids to ask their parents to take them there, then most of the time the parents will, and they're actually getting the parents and the child as customers, or possibly even the grandparents when the child is with them, to bring them in. They also want to build memories in the child's mind, and they want the child to grow up and get older and to have children of their own, and to start bringing their children in when they're adults. That way they're building kind of a lifelong relationship, starting out as children, and they get to have these children as customers for many, many years. They know that kids have the power to get what they ask for from their parents, so they use that to their advantage. And now that you have seen why they would want to do something like this and why they would want to use children, let's look at some of the reasons why this is a wrong thing to do. The companies are using the children to get what they want and to make extra money, and it's definitely working. And the number of ads that they gear towards the children is rising every year. Every year we see more commercials and more TV ads and things like that than we did before. And the companies are not marketing anything that's healthy for kids. They're not marketing anything that's nutritious, and they know that, but they continue to do it just so that they can make money. In the book Fast Food Nation, it explains that most kids can't tell the difference from a regular TV show or a commercial, and they also trust what these commercials are telling them because they don't know the difference. And I don't see how it could be right to gear ads and things like this to someone who doesn't really have a choice on what to believe and what they see on TV. And fast food consumption among children may have an impact on things like diabetes and obesity rates. And a website that I found called fastfoodmarketing.org says that 84% of parents admit that they take their children to fast food restaurants at least once per week. And this type of marketing is not right. And the next time that you see a commercial, hopefully you'll look at it a little bit differently and notice some of the things that are obviously more for children than adults. And the next time you go to one of these places, if you just look around, you'll see a lot of kids there and a lot of things that you can tell are for children. And hopefully this will kind of make you think about that and persuade you to do something about the problem. My name was Miranda, and thank you.